United States of America, out of Canton, Ohio, 20 years of age, student at Kent State University, about to wage a fight for a gold medal in the lightweight division of the Olympic boxing competition. He is a southpaw. Standing with him is his coach, Pappy Gall. His opponent is the defending gold medalist in this division, Joseph Grodzian of Poland. The referee will be Senor Real of Spain. It has been some kind of an evening here in the Mexico City arena. We have seen the light flyweight gold medal go to Francisco Rodriguez of Venezuela. We have seen the gold medal in the flyweight division go to Ricardo Delgado of Mexico. We have seen the gold medal in the bantamweight division go to Valery Sokolov of the Soviet Union. And then the great controversy, the disqualification of Al Robinson of the United States in the bantamweight division, and the awarding of the gold medal to Antonio Roldan, allegedly because of a Robinson butt against Roldan that caused a tremendous gusher of blood from Roldan's left eye. We begin round one. Ronnie Harris, watch the southpaw style, the right lead against Joseph Grodzian of Poland. Lightweights, weight limitation 132 pounds.
What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbookboxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to continue to examine 100 years of World Championship fights. Right now, we're taking a look at the 1968 Olympics, because I want to show you Ronnie Harris. He's going to be fighting Hugo Corri in 1978 for the Middleweight Championship belt, WBC-WBA. But I want to take you back to his amateur days. He's the same man that Marvin Hagler would call out after Hagler would defeat Bad Benny Briscoe in 1978. Ronnie Harris would be involved in the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City. Same games as George Foreman, as George Foreman would take home the gold in the heavyweight division. Ronnie Harris would be the gold medal winner in the lightweight division in 1968.
It's been a frenzied evening in this arena.
Ronnie Harris is to your right. He's a southpaw. Very good boxer was Ronnie Harris.
Round one, lightweight championship bout, Olympic boxing competition, Mexico City Arena, 19th Olympiad. Harris, U.S., white trunks, throwing that right lead quickly again and again into, another caution against.
Now, Harris has been warned 3 times for not hitting with the knuckle portion of the glove. Now they changed the gloves to the white portion, so you can identify exactly where the punches land when they go into arbitration.
Tonight, in the first American fighter's appearance, Al Robinson, disaster. Still another caution. Too low blow to Ron Harris. Now on these cautions, the 5 judges at ringside, who score on a 20 points per round basis, can discretionarily deduct points or deduct none. 45 seconds left to go in round one. Grodzian of Poland, defending gold medalist in this lightweight division in the red trunks, Harris in the white. Good right by Grodzian. Good left by Grodzian.
So Grodzian is the defending champion.
Experience shows.
He's trying to defend his title against United States Ronnie Harris.
Knows how to move in, score, and move out again. Left by Harris. Oh.
Another hour of our 44 hours of exclusive coverage coming up with this reminder that the Olympic Games, live from Mexico City, are being brought to you by the Ford Motor Company, where better ideas mean better cars for you. And by Texaco, makers of Sky Chief, the gasoline that can drive down the cost of driving. And now back to Howard Cosell.
Once again, you're looking at Ronnie Harris, American, lightweight, between the first and second rounds of his title bout against Joseph Grodzian of Poland for the gold medal in the Olympic boxing competition here in the Mexico City Arena. Ronnie's coach, Pappy Gall's hovering over him. The first round is not overwhelming in its action, but there were 3 cautions registered by the referee against Harris. Joseph Grutzian, defending gold medalist in this division, in the red trunks is the opponent. Talk about oddities in the Tokyo Games in 1964. Grutzian won the gold medal by beating another American named Ronnie Harris in what was then the most controversial decision in boxing in those games. This Ronnie Harris is only 20 years of age. Grutzian is 29. As you can see, Harris has the southpaw style. Remember, coming up later this evening, live and in color, the climactic battle, George Foreman, 19, heavyweight out of Pleasanton, California, against Ioannis Chiapoulis of the Soviet Union.
So these two men fought once before in the Tokyo Games. That means that Ronnie Harris was 16 years old. And he gets a second opportunity to redeem himself against this fighter in this 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City. Beautiful 1-2 by Ronnie Harris.
Much of this crowd still buzzing over the ending of the Roldan-Al Robinson fight, where Robinson was disqualified for butting, opening a big cut over Roldan's left eye. 1.5 minutes to go in this, the second round.
Once again, this is the 1968 Games in Mexico City. You're looking at Ronnie Harris towards your right. He is the southpaw.
Harris did nothing.
And he's attempting to become the lightweight gold medal winner in those games. And I'm showing you this fight because I'm setting up the fight between him and Hugo Corri. Took place October 1978 for the WBC-WBA Middleweight Championship belt.
1 minute left in round 2. You'll have to admit that the Polish fighter, Joseph Grutzian, in the red trunks, is the aggressor. At least tries to be, moving to the inside where he likes to do his damage.
Good body punch by Ronnie Harris.
Another caution against Harris.
Harris is not punching with the knuckles, and that's what his warnings are.
By Harris. This is a much better round, I think, for Harris than the first round. Harris in the white trunks. United States, Grutzian of Poland in the red. Grutzian is the defending gold medalist in this division. Favored to win again. They are lightweights. Oh, good left by Harris. Good right.
Now, in the 1972 Games, Sugar Ray Seals would win a gold medal himself.
His coach instructs him. At the end of the second round, the referee,
third and final round,
who was Senor Real of Spain, went over and issued another caution to Harris. This fight seems to be, to this observer, even up to this point, depending on how many points, if any, have been deducted from Harris's score because of the cautions.
Now, when Ronnie Harris returned professional, his manager would be Mike Jones and Dennis Rappaport. He'd be trained by Victor Valley.
There are 2 quick right jabs. Very effective.
The same camp as Jerry Cooney.
In the red pants, defending gold medalist, and Harris in the white trunks. See Harris bounce and move and spring on those feet? Well, that was a caution to both fighters. This competition is becoming an exercise in cautions. Ronnie Harris of the USA against Joseph Grutzian of Poland with 2 minutes left in the bout. See Harris get away from those ropes quickly. For a youngster of 20, he's showing very, very good poise. Still another caution to Ronnie Harris. Harris got in a right jab.
Now we're getting into home cooking territory.
Right, you saw it. 1.5 minutes to go.
The only person that's being penalized in there is Ronnie
Right
Harris.
jab and a left to the midsection. Harris with a good left and a good.
Oh, good jab by Harris. Now Harris needs to open up.
Very aggressive. Harris very aggressive in scoring. By far, Harris's best fight in the competition, but don't count on anything in terms of who'll win the decision. Still another caution to Harris.
Harris will be warned all night. This is home cooking.
Nothing behind the neck, apparently.
Harris just needs to continue to box.
It's not always easy to read what the referee is saying. We have less than a minute to go.
Now he hit on the break and he will be
All right, now there's
deducted a point.
A warning against Harris by the official.
Oh, good jab by Harris. He needs to now double and triple up with the jab. He has to get those points back.
Well, he cautioned the Polish fighter. Another caution against Harris. Now, American fighters have not received anything like the cautions and warnings they've gotten tonight in the finals in all the competition up till now. There's a caution against the Polish fighter. We have 20 seconds left in the bout. Heaven knows how the judges are scoring this in view of all of the referee's cautions and the one warning to Harris. 10 seconds left in the bout.
Good 1-2 by Harris.
Well, that's
Bout's
the end
over.
of the lightweight
Curious to see who wins.
championship bout between Ronnie Harris, whom you see there going to his corner, mouthpiece taken by.
Well, I know Harris won because he's the gold medalist in this division.
Gold medalist in the lightweight division. One would like to pass an opinion on the likely winner of the bout. In truth, this was Harris's finest bout by far in the Olympic competition. All the warnings, all the cautions, to be technically correct. I repeat, it's impossible to predict a victory for Harris. However, I'm sure of one thing: he surprised the very experienced and very good Polish fighter with his aggressiveness, because he had not been an aggressive fighter in previous bouts. Now, Harrison, bowing to the crowd, is getting applause. Up till now, there were jeers. There were jeers for Al Robinson, who was disqualified against Roldan, and jeers when Harris entered the ring. It may be that the crowd has seen enough of cautions to these fighters. And there, of course, is the defending gold medalist, Joseph Grudzian of Poland. This will be an interesting decision because Grudzian did have for himself tonight one whale of a battle. Let's see how it goes. Five judges have all rendered their scorecards. We await the announcement. Ceremonial procedure speaks for itself. Ronnie Harris, a student at Kent State University.
Harris becomes the champion. Finally gets his gold medal. Let's take a look at it. Ronnie Harris and Hugo Corri, 1978, for the WBC-WBA Middleweight Championship belt.
Just 20 years old, a kid from Kent State University, but a guy who moves with the feet and sticks with the jab with the poise of a professional. Ceremony about to begin. Ronnie Harris of the United States, out of Canton, Ohio, and of Kent State University, receiving the gold medal.
First prize, an Olympic champion from the United States of America, Ronnie Harris. Premier Harris.
Now let me make this very clear.
Now listen to this very carefully.
Ronnie Harris has just received the gold medal from Avery Brundage, the president of the International Olympic Committee, at the specific request of Pappy Gall, who is the coach of the boxing team. There is controversy here, and there is sure to be backfire, because you will remember the black athletes of the United States track and field team refused to accept a medal from Avery Brundage, and he made no medal awards to black athletes during the track and field ceremonies. But it was Avery Brundage, whom you see in the left corner of your picture, just part of him now, who put, there he goes, he is now placing Another medal, a bronze medal, on one of the losing semi-finalists.
Third place.
But you can be sure that this action, at the specific request of Papi Gall, will produce a lot of repercussions.
And this is when George Foreman walked around with a little flag. He didn't take part of that protest. Shout out to Ronnie Harris, gold medalist as a lightweight, 1968, Mexico City. Salute.
Here after the Battle of the Balls with Marvelous Marvin Hagler, the winner of a 10-round decision over the symbolic Benny Briscoe. Marvin, tell me, how do you feel?
I feel real great that I got a decision here from Philadelphia. You know, I worked real hard for this fight. 5.5 weeks ready for this fight. I figured to get Benny Briscoe out of the way, I should be ready for a title shot.
But tell me, now that Hugo Corri is the champion and you say that you can knock him out, will you be pursuing a fight with Hugo Corri?
Yes, well, I hope so. He fought Ronnie Harris, who's the big mouth down there. Ron Harris turned me down for $10,000. Shows you how much he is.
I was at this fight, so I just wanted to show you that part. Let's take a look at Hugo Corri and Ronnie Harris. Marvin Hagler, R.I.P.
No era quizás un gran ponchador, un hombre que tuvo muchísimo.
Now Ronnie Harris is to your left and Hugo Corri is to your right. Ronnie Harris is trained
un hombre que sabía muchísimo de las
by an old-time trainer.
Y claro, era una escuela de peleadores.
His name is Victor Valley. Victor Valley was a fighter in the 1930s who fought Pancho Villa. He was a very good New York fighter from the Bronx. I knew Victor Valley, and he was training Glenwood to Real Beach Brown, and he was also in the ring with Jerry Cooney. But Victor Valley was the brains in the corner of Ronnie Harris.
Guardia derecha para el argentino zurdo, Ronnie Harris. Ya tiene una dificultad.
As you can see, Ronnie Harris is a southpaw. He is now towards your left, and Hugo Corri is to your right. Vito Antuofermo would wind up defeating Hugo Corri, and Marvin Hagler get his shot in 1979 with Vito Antuofermo. That would be on the undercard of Ray Leonard and Wilfred Benitez. That fight would become a draw, and Marvin Hagler would defeat Alan Minter in 1980 to become the middleweight champion of the world. He would face Vito Antuofermo a second time in 1981. And this time Hagler would get the victory. But Ronnie Harris, a brilliant boxer, you just saw him in the 1968 Olympic Games as a lightweight. He's now competing in a very tough fight with Hugo Corri as a middleweight for the WBC-WBA Middleweight Championship belt. I would have loved to see the fight between Ronnie Harris and Marvin Hagler. Hagler states that his camp had offered Ronnie Harris $10,000. And he says that Harris refused to fight him. That would have been interesting. They're both southpaws. Very good left to the body from Ronnie Harris.
Porque esa guardia zurda le va a dificultar, aunque lógicamente habrá entrenado con zurdo, pienso, antes de esta pelea.
Good jab by Ronnie Harris. So Harris will come up short in this fight, and Hugo Corri would retain his title. Good 1-2 by Harris. Let's take a look at another championship fight. Now, one more start on Ronnie Harris. He would win in 1966, 67, and 68 National AAU Lightweight Championship Division. He would be 24-0 before he lost to Hugo Corri. And he would eventually win the NABF Middleweight Championship belt from Edgar Wallace. Now we're looking at Saturday, October 28th, 1978. Junior featherweight champion Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez. He would knock out Mexicans Carlos Zarate. Would knock him out 44 seconds of the 5th round. At the Roberto Clemente, the Coliseum in Puerto Rico. Referee was Harry Gibbs. He waves off the contest. He had George Arthur McCanty and Jay Edson, who up until that point would give the fight to Gomez anyway. This was Gomez's 6th title defense of his WBC Super Bantamweight Championship belt. Now, both these men had problems making weight. Zarate had to go to the scales 4 separate occasions to get down from 124 to 122. Gomez had problems as well, but both men would step on the scales at the contracted weight of 122 pounds. Gomez was 21 years old. He stood 5 foot 5 and a half inches. He weighed 122 pounds. He had 66 and a half inch reach. He had a record of 21 with 1 draw and 21 knockouts. As for Zarate, he was 28 years old. He stood 5 foot 8 inches. He weighed 122 pounds and he had a 67 inch reach. He had a record of 52 wins, no losses, with 51 knockouts. These men would have a combined record of 73 wins, no losses, with 72 knockouts. That's amazing. Gomez is wearing the Puerto Rican flag trunks. And Zarate has on white trunks with a yellow band. This was known as the Little Giants. Now, Carlos Zarate, they call him Jesus Carlos Zarate. He was born May 23rd, 1951. Tepito, Mexico. Fought from 1970 to 1988. Had a total bout career of 70 fights. 66 wins. 4 losses. 63 knockouts. And he was stopped twice himself. As for Juan Laporte, who's a very good Puerto Rican fighter. And Gomez would take care of business as well. But Wilfredo Gomez was born October 29, 1956. He was born in Puerto Rico. He had a record of 44 wins, 3 losses, and 42 knockouts. He was a brilliant puncher. He would win the WBA Super Featherweight Championship, WBC Featherweight Championship. He would defeat Rocky Lockridge, Lupe Pinto, Juan Laporte. A very good fighter was Wilfredo Gomez, but he would be stopped in the 8th round by Salvador Sanchez. As I stated, Gomez is wearing the white, red, and blue trunks. And Zarate wearing the white and yellow trunks. Both men are undefeated. Both men knockout machine artists. This fight would only make it to the 5th round before Zarate would be stopped by Wilfredo Gomez. Gomez would be 32-0. I believe 30 knockouts when he faced Salvador Sanchez. Good right hand for Wilfredo Gomez. Very good movement by Gomez. We do have to keep in mind that Gomez is 21 and Zarate is 28 years old. Oh, good left hook thrown by Zarate. Men swing after the bell. They do not like each other. Good overhand right. Thrown by Gomez. Zarate has to jab. Oh, he got caught with a left hook. He walked in without a jab. You have to jab, especially when you're in there with a puncher. You cannot walk in behind your opponent's back foot. You have to jab. And that's why he got caught with a left hook. Now he's trying to slug as he's hurt with a puncher. Can't do that. You got to tie him up or you got to move. You can't move, you must tie him up. Gomez does not like Zarate. No question about it. This would be the last round because Gomez will take out Zarate. I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. 100 years of World Championship fights. 1978, Carlos Zarate gets knocked out by Wilfredo Gomez for the Super Featherweight Championship belt. Oh, hits him while he's down. Title is thrown into the ring. Zarate loses for the first time in his career. Gomez defends his crown. Great fight. Salute.